6. So question 6a. If 9 raised to the power x times 3 raised to the power y is equal to 1 over 729, and 2 raised to the power negative x times 4 raised to the power negative y is equal to 1 over 8. Find the value of x and y. 6b. Two commodities x and y cost D70 and D80 per kilogram respectively. If 34.5 kilogram of x is mixed with 26 kilogram of y, and the mixture is sold at 85 D per kilogram, calculate the percentage profit. So 6a. We have 9 raised to the power x times 3 raised to the power y is equal to 1 over 729. Let's call this equation 1. Then we have 2 raised to the power negative x times 4 raised to the power negative y is equal to 1 over 8. Let's call this equation 2. Now we have our equation 1 and equation 2. What we do to equation 1 is to express the whole equation to the smallest base. Now what I mean is, when we take the bases here, we have 9, we have 3, and we have 729. So we express 9 and 729 in base 3. Now 9 in base 3 is 3 raised to the power 2. Because 3 times 3 is 9. But then there's x here, so we put our x here. Times 3 raised to the power y equal to 1 over. Now 729 is the same as 3 raised to the power 6. So we write 3 raised to the power 6. Now this can also be written as 2 times x is 2x times 3 raised to the power y equals 3 raised to the power negative 6. Okay, so we call this equation 3. Now we take equation 2 and express everything to the smallest base. In equation 2, the smallest base is 2. So we express 4 and 8 in base 2. All right. So in that case, our equation 2 becomes 2 raised to the power negative x times 2 raised to the power 2 because 2 negative y should be equal to 1 over. So it's 1 over 8. Now 8 can be written as 2 raised to the power 3. So write it here, 2 raised to the power 3. Now this whole equation can be written as 2 raised to the power negative x times 2 raised to the power. This multiplies this. We have negative 2y is equal to 2 raised to the power negative 3. So this equation becomes our equation 4. Right. Now we know that in indices, when the bases are the same, we add the exponents. So let's take equation 3. Taking equation 3. We have, okay, so looking at equation 3, the bases are the same, so we add the exponents. But then we keep one base. So a times n times a times b can be written as a n plus b. A times n in indices divided by a raised to the power b can be written as a into brackets n minus b. But in this case, we have multiplication, and so we add the exponent. So our equation 3 then becomes 3 raised to the power 2x, and it's multiplication, so it's plus y is equal to 3 raised to the power negative 6. Now, since the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side, and 3, which is this base, is the same here, then we can say that the exponents, that's 2x plus y, can be equal to negative 6, or should be equal to negative 6. So then we are saying that if the bases are the same, which is true, the bases are the same, so we equate the exponents. So 2x plus y should be equal to negative 6. Now we have equation 5. Now we take the equation 4. The bases are the same, so we add the exponents, then we move on. 2 raised to the power negative x minus 2y is equal to 2 raised to the power negative 3. Now the bases are the same, so we equate the exponents. So negative x minus 2y should be equal to negative 3. This is our equation 6. Let me rewrite equation 5. This is our equation 5. So now we have simultaneous equation. So we can use two methods, either make x or y the subject in any of the equations. So we can either make x the subject here and put it in equation 5, or we make y the subject in equation 6 and put it in equation 5, or we can choose to make x the subject in equation 5 and put it in equation 6 and do same for y2. But then there's another method where we multiply with the elimination method. So what we do is we are trying to eliminate x. Yeah. So what we do is we are trying to eliminate x. So eliminating x. Now in equation 6, our x is negative 1, has a coefficient of negative 1. But then in equation 5, the x has a coefficient of 2. Now what we do is to make the coefficients of x in both equations the same. So in eliminating x, what we do is to get rid of the x. But then we can't get rid of x in this case because the coefficients of x in both equations are not the same. So to equalize it, we multiply equation 6 by 2. So multiplying equation 6 by 2. Multiplying equation 6 by 2. So we have negative 2x minus 2 times 2y would be 4y equals 2 times negative 3 will be negative 6. So that will be our equation 7. Then we have our equation 5, which is 2x plus 2y is equal to negative 6. Now the coefficients of x in both equations are the same. So we can add equation 7 and 5 to eliminate x. So adding equation 7 and 5. We have negative 2x plus 2x. Then we have negative 4y plus 2y should be equal to negative 6 plus negative 6. All right. So negative 2x plus 2x is 0. So 0 plus Negative 4y plus 2y is negative 2y equals negative 6 minus 6. So we have negative 2y is equal to negative 12. Now to find y, we divide both sides by 2. And here by negative 2. So negative cancels negative, 2 cancels 2. Negative cancels negative. 2 goes into 12 6 times. So then our y becomes 6. Now we can put y equals 6 in any of the equations. So we write putting y equals 6 into, say, let's put it in equation 5. So what is equation 5? Let's rewrite equation 5. 2x plus 2y is equal to negative 6. So 2x plus is equal to negative 6. So now we know the value of y. So anywhere we see y, put 6. So 2x plus 6 is equal to negative 6. So we have 2x plus 2 times 6 is 12. It's equal to negative 6. We have 2x should be equal to negative 6. Now 12 will cross the equal to sign to the right hand side. It becomes negative because it was positive here. Now when a positive number crosses the equal to sign, it becomes negative. And when a negative number crosses the equal to, it becomes positive. So in this case, our 12 is positive. It crosses the negative sign, it becomes negative 12. So now we have 2x is equal to. So to find x, we divide both sides by 2. And here by 2. So this will cancel this. We have x is equal to 2 goes into 18 9 times. So you have x is equal to negative 9. So in this case, we can say that therefore the value of x and y are minus 9 and 6 respectively. All right.